Well, guys, I'm home after my Labor Day little vacation there, and I happen to get home and I see um, check my cameras out to see what activity I got around the house while I was gone, and I see this guy raiding my peach tree. There's my peach tree right there. I don't mind him getting peaches off of there, but they're pretty much gone. You know, he ain't the only one that's probably partaking from my forbidden fruit, but it's cool. People are hungry. You know, peaches are expensive. You know, they're free. I can't eat all of them. You know, so he's welcome to them. The other people that are getting them too, you know, no problem. Happy I can feed people. But anyway, just thought I'd show you guys that. I'm gonna check out some more and see if I can catch any more people on there on my cameras, you know, taking my peaches. But like I say, I don't mind them doing it. It's no big deal. People are hungry. They want to eat. You know, it's right there. You know, I can't eat all of them. You know, no big deal. But just want you guys to see. You got peaches. You got food. You got a garden. If shit hits the fan, people are gonna be looking to raid your food. You know, and at that point, like I said, right now times are good. I can go to the store and get peaches. I can get peaches off my tree. You know, food is plentiful. You know, but if it's a situation where shit hits the fan and people don't have food, you know, they're gonna be looking at your trees, your garden. You know, they're gonna remember when you come in out of your house with bags of stuff. You know, when you ran your mouth and told people that you were a prepper, they're gonna remember that stuff, and they're gonna be coming looking for you for food and for supplies and everything, and that's gonna be an issue. You know, if it gets really bad, the best thing for you to do is to bug out. There's somebody walking their dog. You know, but anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Well, hi guys, making a video in here in my truck camper slash space capsule. That's what I call it because of the foil reflectics and everything. Looks like a space capsule. But anyway, as I'm getting ready to do this video, I just did a video, a quick one of showing my cameras and how I caught this guy getting pieces off my tree and everything. And so I decided to, make a video out here in my truck since it's a nice night. You know, it's we just had a Memorial Day weekend. This is Memorial Day night, so it's nighttime or early morning. I'm not sure which because time gets away from me. But anyway, I decided to come in the truck and just make a video. And as I come out here and set my stuff up, get my lights set up and everything so you guys can see me and everything, and get my truck situated where I can get in here and sit down and comfortably make this video and everything. I'm my skepticism of people living in their vehicles, grows, because of the inconvenience I'm having, getting this all ready and everything, getting my stuff together and everything, whatever. I did a little picnic today when I after we got back from the hotel. We went to the park. There's my camera. I'm gonna leave that in, guys. No editing on this video. I'm gonna leave that in just so you can see how real this is or whatever. My camera just fell down. I had it situated, with a suction cup, and it just fell over. Let me center this down a little bit so you guys can see me a little better. There we go. I'm more centered. But anyway, that broke my train of thought, whatever. But like I said, I know you guys saw that thing fall over and whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that in. You guys are gonna see that, in the video or whatever. You're probably laughing at me right now. So I'm gonna give you guys time to collect yourself from that funny thing of that thing falling like it did. But anyway, I was just in this truck, which is another good example of how, setting the stuff up and everything so that I can make the video and do all this stuff and everything. It ain't easy, guys. But I have fun with it, you know. And but people living in their vehicle or whatever, you know, I do not claim to live in my vehicle. I don't live in my vehicle. I've got a Ford F-150 pickup truck with a cap on it, um, and it's I put my own Reflectix in it and whatever. I got fans in it and everything, and I've, you know, done some finish and fit and trim and everything to make it comfortable and everything, you know, for me to stay in with my dog. Whatever, I want to be able to stay in here with my dog and travel and live in here stealthily, you know. Um, but it's just for travel, you know. At the most, I would probably stay in here for maybe a couple of weeks or whatever, you know, at the most or whatever. I was thinking about going to Florida and spending the winter in Florida and living in here, but that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna build my trailer. I got a trailer. I'm gonna build that. I'm gonna live in that when I go down to Florida and whatever. That's how I'm gonna do it. The back of this pickup truck with this cap on it and whatever. I mean, it's long enough for me to lay in here and sleep relatively comfortably and whatever. It does get hot in here, even with the Reflectix and the fans and everything. It gets hot when it gets up to, you know, 80, you know, 90 degrees or whatever. But it's somewhat tolerable with my air conditioning. But I have to hook up the generator and all that stuff or whatever. It's a real pain, you know. Really skeptical of these people that say they live in the back of their pickup trucks, and definitely skeptical of people that say they live in their damn car. I mean, a car? Are you serious, guys? I remember how miserable I was that night that I went to to the um, the um, the solar eclipse, and I ended up staying in my car. I had a Cadillac CTS, and I stayed in the back seat of my car and slept in there because I left my tent at another campsite and I couldn't get back to it because I rode a ferry to get to the side that I was at and whatever, and the ferry was closed, so I couldn't get back to my tent. You know, my whole setup. If I had a nice setup and whatever, but I ended up staying in my car because of the situation or whatever, and it was not comfortable at all. I would never want to do that again, ever. And but so that's why I got this truck so that I'd be able to be more comfortable. But the few times I've tried, you know, stayed in this and everything, well, it's been relatively comfortable. It's not bad for a couple of nights and whatever, but it's tight, it's small, you know, and I've got the whole bed thing going and whatever. I got the drawer underneath with all my supplies in it, and I do have access. I can get up underneath the bed to get to stuff and everything. And I've got everything pretty much well organized. You know, you can see I got a microwave in here, and I've got my cooking stuff and everything. It's doable. You could live in here. I could live in here. I could do it, but it would not be comfortable at all. It would be miserable. You know, I mean, day in and day out doing this. You know, it's fun for a couple of nights and whatever. You know, or a weekend and whatever. But you glad to get back home and get in your bed and get in the, you know, have a roof over your head and climate control and everything. You know, living in this thing full-time every day for weeks and months, heaven forbid, giving up my house for this. No, hell no. Just to save money, just to save for rent and whatever. Oh, I'd rather pay the damn rent. You know, I'd rather pay, you know, if I had to get an apartment or something, I'd rather pay the rent than to live in the back of my pickup truck or whatever. And there are people living in their cars and whatever. You got to be pretty darn broke, you know, or pretty darn stingy or cheap to live like that and whatever, because it would not be easy. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying it's not for me. I couldn't do it and whatever. And a lot of you people out there, it's not going to be for you. Damn it, don't look at these people and let them make this seem like it's, you know, fun and it's glamorous and, you know, you're going to be all these nice places. Make it seem like it's, you know, it's easy, you know, and then you do your little bill and everything, get all your stuff together and comfortable like you want it and whatever, and you're going to be, you know, comfortable or whatever. It is a pain in the ass and whatever, trying to get things together and move things around, you know, in a small space. Whatever. If you're trying to be stealthy, you know, you got to stay in, and God forbid you got a dog with you, it's game over, you know. Cole's in the house because it would be kind of hard to do a video with him in here, jumping over me and climbing back and forth and everything. You know, he's gotten better with that and whatever, but, you know, I didn't want to chance it. You see my camera fell over, you know, trying to do this. But anyway, I got off topic a little bit, whatever. I was trying to, you know, do the follow up on the video of me seeing the guy getting my peaches off my tree and everything. Like I said, I don't mind the guy getting the peaches off the tree, and I'm sure he isn't the only one, you know. But if shit hits the fan, guys, grid goes down, situations really get bad, and I don't like the idea of bugging out. I like staying in my house where all my supplies are, where all my protection is. And I got a roof over my head. I'm familiar with the area. I know where things are. Um, and I've got my preps and whatever. I got food, water, and everything like that, and whatever, you know, together and whatever. But the thing is, you know, your neighbors and people around you, they know what you got. You know, you're not hiding anything. These people have heightened awareness and whatever. They're looking at you, watching you come in and out of your house with your preps and everything. They see you fire up your generator if the power goes out. They see you, you know, they see you gardening your yard, whatever. They see your trees or whatever, your fruit trees or whatever you got. Well, you can't hide that stuff, and you know you're proud of your stuff or whatever, because it's, you know, it's a sense of pride knowing that you got yourself together, you got your stuff or whatever. So you know you're gonna run your mouth to one or two people or whatever to try to say, you know, I got this or that, or if they're trying to get them on board, to try to get them to understand the importance of prepping and everything. So you show them your stuff or whatever, or you tell them about it and everything to try to get them on board. They're not going to get on board. If they are already on board by now, they're not going to do it. You know, you're not going to convince anybody to do that, whatever. And they're just going to keep in their little memory bank in their head, you know, when things do go bad. Well, this guy, he's got this, he's got that, he's got the other, whatever. I'm going to go to his house. You know, they're going to come to your house. They'll be at your doorstep, you know, with them, their wife and their kids and whatever. And you're going to have a decision to make. You don't have to be like, you know, because you're not going to be able to feed everybody that you done ran your mouth to. And who knows, they may come with 3 or 4 other people or whatever, or a crowd of people, you know, because they're desperate and whatever, you know. And you're a neighborhood prepper, you know, you're in trouble, you know, because you're not going to be able to take care of all those people. So your resources are going to get depleted really, really fast. And that's why I'm saying that bugging out, you know, and going somewhere secluded where, you know, you don't have people, you know, that know you or that knows you have preps and whatever. But the thing is, getting all your stuff, you know, and taking it with you, you need a trailer. You know, trailer is the way to go. And whatever. When you have to bug out, guys, you need a pickup truck or a sport utility vehicle to keep your stuff in, you know, preferably with a cap on it, so that your stuff is protected from the weather and from prying eyes. And you need to load that to the gills or whatever, and then you need a trailer to put the rest of the stuff in or whatever, because you know you're gonna need a lot of stuff, especially if you bug out of your house or whatever, and you're gonna need to take that stuff with you or whatever. You gotta get a trailer, guys. You know, a truck, you're just not gonna do it. Just a long truck alone, you know, you gotta have a trailer with your hitch or whatever, and so you gotta be able to load all your stuff in there, and get on the road, whatever, and have a destination. You know, I don't like the idea of bugging out though and leaving my home with all my stuff, you know, because I got more stuff than I could carry. You know, my solar panels or whatever, my battery bank and whatever, all that and whatever. You know, so I got power, you know, for my household, but I can't take that with me. You know, all my preps, my food and everything or whatever, you know, all that stuff, you know, even with a trailer, I can't take all that stuff with me. Not to mention my defense tools, you know, and the freedom seeds that go along with it, whatever. That's a lot of weight. Whoever taking all that stuff with me, you know, that is not a good prospect or whatever, you know. And I can't afford to have a bug out location place that I can go to and whatever, that's relatively close or whatever, or that I can get to whatever. Because remember, if you bug out, if you got a place out in the woods or a second home somewhere, in a rural area, you got to get to it. The highways might not be passable, you know, so you may have to go so far, but then you have to go on foot, and then you have to abandon all your stuff right aside of the road, whatever, or wherever you happen to be, and then, you know, now you're on foot with a bag on your back and whatever, and the only thing you can take with you is the stuff that you can carry on your back. you know, it's just a bad situation unless you got stuff stocked up at the second location. And I don't know about you, but I don't have the money to be able to do that kind of stuff. But it's just a dilemma, you know, when you think about it and whatever. And not to mention the fact that to get from your home to point B, your bug out location, you got to go through a lot of other people's neighborhoods and people's, yards and people's the streets and everything, whatever. And you never know, there may be roadblocks and whatever, maybe barricades and everything, and people don't want you coming through their neighborhoods and whatever and all that and whatever. You may not be able to take the main roads because they may be blocked, so you're going to be trespassing, and you could get shot on sight and whatever, especially depending on how bad things are and depending on how soon you get out. If you get out soon enough before things get really bad, you might be able to make it out, in time to be able to avoid that and whatever. Once you get to where you're going, if you haven't been living there, for a while, the people aren't going to know you and whether they see you walking around, so because eventually you're going to have to venture out to hunt or to, to do, your homesteading deal and whatever, it's, I just hope it doesn't come to a bug out situation or a situation where we need this, but it's coming, guys. It's coming. I'm not going to be doom and gloom and, the sky's going to fall tomorrow kind of thing. But I mean, you have to be blind not to see what's going on. The handwriting is pretty much on the wall, so the best you can do is, prep as much as you can. Sleep trying to hit me. Prepare as best as you can for as many situations as you can think of. Have your bug out trailer and your supplies together for whatever comes, whatever. But just try to stay low profile. Don't tell people about your preps. Don't tell people about your stuff or whatever. And be as discreet as you can with your preps and everything. Whatever. Now we're in the end game time, guys. You're not going to bring people on board if they're not already on board with the prepping deal or whatever. Don't waste your time. All you're doing is creating another person that's going to be coming to you begging for food and whatever, everything, whatever, that's just the way it is or whatever. I mean, people are just not prepared. The job I work on, I work nights and whatever, I come to work, I've got a big bag with enough food in it to last me probably 2 days. Most people don't come there with anything, whatever. They just come there with, a little money to get some food out of the vending machine. We work 10 hours, at a time or whatever. For 10 hours, you're going to be pretty darn hungry. You're going to need food. You're going to need water. You're going to need, energy to keep you going. But people aren't preparing or whatever. If people can't prepare for 10 hours to go to work or whatever and bring a lunch or something, where they got to go to the store or run to McDonald's or hit a vending machine, or they got to do what else they doing? Begging food from other people or whatever. I've helped people out. There's a couple of people that sit at my table in the break room where I'm at, where I have my big bag of stuff. Where I'll share some of my cookies or some of my stuff with the people and wherever. I have no problem with that and whatever. But I'm like, you start bringing your own stuff. They're starting to bring their own stuff. They're starting to see that and whatever. So it's having some influence on them. And they've even shared stuff back with me and everything, which I appreciate and whatever, So if you can get a community like that together, then you'll be in good shape or whatever. But for the most part, people aren't going to prep. People aren't going to do anything until it's too late. And then they come looking to you to help them out. So I'd say for the last year, you should have cut off the telling people of your preps and that you're a prepper or that you're preparing or whatever. Just stop telling people. You gotta turn that off. If anything, you gotta do damage control. You gotta be like, man, I eat all my preps up or whatever. I had a little rough month last month and whatever. I don't have much stuff left or whatever. So when things do go bad, you can be like, yeah, I told you I don't have much stuff left or whatever. I used to prep stuff and everything, but things looked like they were pretty good and whatever. So I, you got a lot of people or whatever. You got to undo the damage you've done, because you've done damage if you told these people that you've got preps and everything because you're proud of it, because you want to impress people. People aren't going to be impressed, guys. I tell you on my channel all the time. People do not get impressed, they get jealous. You understand what I'm saying? People do not get impressed. You're not gonna impress anybody. You tell people about stuff you got and whatever, and they don't have it, you know, they're gonna, feel some kind of way about it, whatever. And they're not gonna, bust their butt to try to, you know, compete with you or do better. They're just gonna try to tear you down, So, but anyway, this is getting all kind of long. I'm gonna go ahead and post this tonight, as a follow-up to the other video with my cameras. I'm gonna check my cameras out too and see if I can see some more people. Maybe I can get some more videos of other people raiding my peach tree and whatever, because my cameras are, catching just about everything around here and everything while I'm at work and while I'm in the bed sleeping and everything. And if you guys do have security cameras, check your cameras out. See who's lurking around your house. See who's scoping your stuff out. Well, if I see people on my camera all the time, they walk by my house and they're doing a nice long lingering look as they walk by, just checking in everything they can see and whatever. People do that, and it doesn't mean that they're gonna break in your house, whether they're looking for a way to get in and whatever. People are just nosy. They're just looking for it. But if things go bad, they're gonna remember what they saw. That guy's got a generator. That guy's got this. He's got that. Whatever. I saw solar panels on his house, so he's probably got power. I can charge my phone. You gotta have people knocking your door down trying to get a charge for their phone because the power grid is out. You don't want that, guys. It's just I can just see, hell breaking loose and whatever, I mean, you look at these videos of looters breaking in stores and everything when things go bad and whatever. Just imagine what it's going to be like in your neighborhood when things go bad, where people are getting hungry and they got kids to feed and they're hungry and they remember, that you bragged about the stuff that you got and that you got your preps together and everything. They're going to be like, that guy's you're going to be a target, whatever, That's why that's why you're gonna need your ammunition. You're gonna need your tools, defense tools, to protect yourself or whatever. So just saying, guys, just saying. But speaking of defense tools, I need to be hitting the shooting range. I haven't been to the range in a while, So I know my shooting skills are getting pretty, I'm lacking in that department, whatever. But anyway, I'm just sitting in here. I don't know if I'll spend the night in here. I'm probably gonna go back in the house and go to bed and whatever. I'm not gonna spend the night out here. Like I say, guys, I don't know. I don't know. But my this mosquito deal thing works really good. I got it lit up now. And it's on. Let me turn the light off so you can see. The light's off now, but you can see the red light. That means it's on, and it's I can feel the heat coming from it, to keep the mosquitoes away and whatever. But I got this closed up, so mosquitoes aren't bothering me right now. But yeah, it's on. Whatever. It works good. I charged my phone up with it. Whether you can charge your phone with this thing, you can. And it's got two settings, high and low, for as the insect stuff over. And this is a Thermostil cartridge or whatever. It's got two of them in here. They just slide in like that. I took one and just tore it in half and stuck two piece parts in there, and that's that. I can feel the heat coming off here, so it's dispersing the deterrent stuff. Whether the light works really good, whether it's got settings to brighter and lower, and it's got a carabiner to hang it on things, whatever. Really good, and it is magnetic as well. It's got a magnetic bottom to it, and a screw for putting on your tripod as well. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm sure that works pretty good too. But I like this thing, and it's lightweight and whatever. It's not as big as the Thermostil or whatever. I'm gonna turn this thing off and save my batteries. There, it's off now. But it'll still stay warm for a little while, and it'll still emit. Yeah, I got the light on there. When it first comes on, it's like a amber kind of light and whatever. And then as you hit it again, it gets brighter and brighter. See that, guys? And brighter. See how much brighter that got? very, very good light. I think that's the last one there. Then it cuts completely off. And so I'm loving this thing. You know, very good, very good. And it's a lot, you know, a lot lighter and smaller than this. This works really good, but you got to have the cartridges. You can see there's a little bit of liquid still in there. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera or not, whatever, but it's still got some stuff in it, whatever. I like this one because it lights up, lets you know it's working, whatever. There's a fresh thing in there, so I'm always prepared for those different things, whatever. But anyway, guys, that's it. Just another video from the back of my truck camper, and I just thought I'd do a quick one right quick tonight, you know, because I'm used to being up at this time of night, so I couldn't sleep. So anyway, guys, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.